Hi, I'm Charles, and today I want to show you how to take your rhythm playing from this to this. So this might seem really fast, it might seem really hard, it might sound really complex, but it's not too bad. So this does require some work and slowing things way down, as with any technique that you're learning. So we're going to start by just going with that basic pattern actually, and that's how we're going to go from A to Z. So right now we're just going 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. But to move into that more boom chuck realm, we're going to have to go is even more simple. Bass, strum, bass, strum. And if you have a metronome, this is even better. You can start as slow as you need to. 40 beats a second, or a minute, excuse me. 50 beats a minute. 60 beats a minute. Wherever you need to start somewhere kind of in that range. And just go. And once you're feeling comfortable there, speed it up. Speed it up to maybe 100, 120. Just starting to get kind of into that realm, a little bit of bluegrass-ish sound, some country sound. That's where you're going to want to be. And so once you can do that, that is step one. And then step two, what we're going to want to think about is the bass notes. So there's been, I've taught a lot of people this over the years, and one thing I've learned is the most important part really is the bass notes. A lot of the treble notes you can leave out, you can mute, you can turn into chops. That's something that playing mandolin has taught me. And this is the most important part. The treble is also super important, don't get me wrong, but that can be messed with a little bit more. So to create the more interesting melody lines from getting that simple boom chuck rhythm, what you're going to want to do is go. And that sounds complex, but let's break it down. So just that run is boom, down, up, and then a little hammer on, down, up, boom, down, up, down, up, boom, which faster sounds really nice. But all we're doing is going E string, strum, A string, strum, B string, strum, A string, strum, G string, strum at its core. So knowing how long you're going to be playing the chord also affects this. If you're playing it for one measure, you can do that, but it's going to be a little harder because one measure is. Things sped up a little bit more when it's in cut time generally, and what we're going to do instead is think, okay, we're going to play in two measures. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And so that is how I want you to think about it, is what are you fitting this into? And then once you've figured out what you're fitting it into, we have that on G. Now I'm just going to do this simply in G, D, C. We'll just keep this in G here. And so with something like that, all I'm doing is that pattern I showed you. Just boom chucking there, going D, strum, A, strum, and then on the last one, you can either do this on the D or the A string, up to you. I could do something like that. Where I'm hitting like the B right before heading to C. And so I'm just treating this like I'm playing bass on top of everything else. And so if you treat it just like you're playing bass on top of everything else, then your bass notes become the priority. And I would recommend thinking about it in terms of, hey, the bass notes are a priority. So you can also focus, once you have the bass notes, then on what do I want to do up here, because there are more than just or that you can do up here. Now that being said, you probably don't want to do a whole hell of a lot more if you're accompanying yourself or someone else at the time. In intros, little fill areas, you can do way more with that as well. Generally little hammer-ons I find are the easiest route there. Or little fills. So there's all kinds of different ways you can look at doing this. Let me know if you have questions. I hope this was helpful. This is like my 5-minute guide, maybe it's 6 minutes, of how to start playing a little bit more advanced rhythm and how to start thinking about it. If you'd be interested in learning more, let me know. You can check out my site, charleswecker.com. I do teach privately, and I'm also always throwing videos up, and honestly I'm always happy to just answer any questions in the comments below or on email. So love music and love helping people play music better. And this is just, a little bit of a tutorial for you. I'll play out with some fun little bass rhythms that I've been working on.